I want you to be thinking all information is actionable. When you gain knowledge, you take action with it. You take action with that knowledge. This is the psychological energy that we call extroverted thinking, which is progress, which is achievement, which is effectiveness. And this is what you do with your knowledge. You affect the world around you. Peace. It's Travis Sotawell. It's Pure Sound Daily Business. We talking about a little bit of that psychological type. Our expertise we're building in Carl Jung's psychological types, commonly known as personality type. The 8-function model and its cognitive energies. Energies that exist within us and without us. That help us process reality, process our experience, process our life mentally, and also the processes of the universe energetically. It's part of the unseen forces, the laws of Allah, as I would put it, to continue to lean into different concepts. The binding that holds together and moves when we're speaking about spiritual architecture. And this energy, extroverted thinking, it is the energy of achieving, of progress, of putting a plan together, seeing that plan through. It isn't the taking of action, but it's the ideal of action. It's the plan. Because the actual doing of the thing, that's a different energy. So every energy has its specificity. We have intuition. These are energies that are very close to the edge of the unconscious mind. What we don't know we're thinking. So we want to bring as much as we can to our conscious mind, knowing what we're thinking. So all this because we also talk about, teach, break down spiritual architecture. And the spiritual architecture are the unseen forces in how the universe works. Mainly, what we're speaking about is the mental forces, which we teach here. Our spiritual school of thought is that the mind is the soul. And the unconscious is the spirit. So this isn't spookiness. This isn't anything that's beyond comprehension for us as humans. We're talking about these stories, religion. I define religion as the understanding, the tie from us in the physical world to the unseen, to the source, to the unknown. So there is that piece of what we can comprehend. And then what we can't comprehend is the deeply unconscious, the unknown. I believe as a whole of humanity, as far as humanity evolving, it's actually humanity understanding more of what we didn't used to understand. So that is a mental demonstration. But everything we do in the physical starts in the mind. And we begin it in the mind and we bring it into the physical. This is how we create. And this specific achievement, progress piece really falls into two energies. And that is the extroverted thinking piece, extroverting our thinking, bringing our thinking outside of us. Sometimes it literally be just speaking. I speak through a lot of things. when people are there and when people aren't there. Which ironically, I always laugh in this demonstration that because I'm speaking into a microphone, it's like I'm not talking to myself. But, really just talking to myself. But I'm talking to you. Hope you're listening. Hope you're moving forward and achieving. That's the energy we're in. Whatever you're taking from this, whatever you're taking in life, moving forward and achieving. What is moving forward and achieving? Creating value. How do you create value? Solve problems. How do you solve problems? Think about what the problems are. So awareness, all coming back to the knowledge, the mind, thinking about the problems you can solve. Best place to start is with yourself. And as far as business goes, if you can solve problems for other people, hey, that'll put money in your bank account because that's a valuable skill. The tendency is for one or the other. Some people are come in the game, so to speak, able to solve others' problems. And you may need that coaching solving your own problems. And there's the other side. May have solved problems for yourself. Need to take a step into learning how to solve problems for others. Either way, whatever way you're leaning, you have value to give. And the key to that value, again, is gaining the knowledge, continuing to build a desire. So you have to assume you had an initial desire. You had an initial desire to click on this podcast, to listen to this podcast. You had an initial desire to read a book. You had an initial desire to learn something, to even be interested in something. Hopefully that interest continued to feed that desire, that it turned into an ability, turned into a skill. You gain knowledge, and one of the objectives of knowledge is to give you greater desire, to move, to take more action, greater actions. This is one of our pieces of one, having a dirty mind, and watching out for the creeps, freaks, and frauds. Is that if you're listening to people and every time you listen to them, they put you to sleep, they don't pick you up, they don't give you energy, passion, desire to do something more, to take action. It's put you to sleep, they get you mad. Not that kind of action. Not giving you the desire to do actions that are self-destructive or other destructive. Not here to destroy other people. We are here to destroy old habits that aren't self-serving, old systems that are not serving us as individuals or as a society as a whole. We are looking to destroy that. Get rid of the old and bring in the new. This is the piece of who to listen to. And then internally with yourself of replacing old ideas with new ideas. Is what you're listening to, is that just keeping you in a loop, in an emotional loop? Getting you to take action that you're just taking action. My coach Michael Burt says is, confusion is randomness in motion. So you're taking action, but it's just random. It's where you need intention. We have to move with intention. So I give this cognitive energy, because some people may have some pushback on this. is that progress is extroverted thinking, period. The only other thing that moves really is extroverted sensing, which is sensing. I'm saying when we're taking action, when we're creating a product, when we're giving value to someone else, we would call it packaging in the business lingo, is that it's something someone else can see, taste, touch, smell, experience. So sensing is the other thing. These are two action pieces. There's another extroverted function, extroverted intuition. I say this with all love in my heart. Biggest thing we say about extroverted intuition is it's extroverting our intuition, talking about ideas. Biggest word we use is brainstorming. All right, brainstorming is an action. It's fun, it's required, it's necessary. It is a fundamental part of our existence. It's a fundamental part of our society, part of business, part of family, part of fun. However, it's not action. And then the other extroverted function, so there's 4 of them, 4 introverted, 4 extroverted, is extroverted feeling. Nickname this harmony. Well, if everything is seemingly in harmony, there's no action to be taken. So inherently, it's not an action-taking energy. So I'm working on my expertise specifically with extroverted thinking. I'm beginning to lean hard into this because this is where business lies. Doing business in the most general sense. Having success, having achievement, having progress. This is where that energy, that part of our lives lies. And I'm going to build a mastery in explaining this, a mastery in achieving it. As I said, this exists outside of us. This exists for all of us. I'm talking about personality type. It's not just people that use this function as we currently say. A lot of these words aren't completely accurate. But this is all new. It's very new. It's very cutting edge as we tap into the landscape of our mind. We open our mind. We evolve. We grow. We develop. These things have been around for decades. But they just in this time, in this generation, make huge strides as far as actually using this information to land where we started. It's been a lot of years that people are gaining knowledge to gain knowledge. Gaining knowledge to be accurate with it. That's a different energy. No wrong or right. It's simply not the energy of action. It's simply not the energy of progress. And that's what I want you to embed into your mind. When you learn something, you take action on it. So what are you taking action on today? You take action on developing your skill. That's what I suggest. What are you going to be the best in the world at? It's Travis Soda Well. It's Pure Sound Daily Business. Peace.